Hello, and I'll explain why I'm wearing no shirt in a second. Today is June 4th, 2018. On June 4th, 2017, 1 year ago, was the last time that I emptied my garbage. And this bowl here that I keep on my counter is where I keep my compost. So when I finish scraps here, some onion skins, I fill that up. When that's filled, I put that into my bag into this freezer. This bag, by the way, is probably about 4 years old. And what doesn't go in the compost, I have my paper recycling here. So this is pretty full. This, I would say, I probably empty my recycling about 2 or 3 times a year. So this I probably started filling up several months ago. And then the metal and plastic recycling goes in here. And so this, I would say, I also empty about maybe twice, maybe 3 times a year. So that's probably 6 months worth of recycling there. Now, not acquiring stuff is a big mental freedom. It's just having less stuff weighing you down in life. And the reason I'm not wearing a shirt is that by avoiding packaged food, I'm eating tons of fresh, delicious vegetables. I'm eating more delicious than ever. Virtually every meal I eat until I'm completely stuffed. And the reason I'm not wearing a shirt is that acquiring stuff and making garbage is putting garbage in the world, and eating a lot of food that's unhealthy is putting garbage on me. And this is the physical manifestation of eating really avoiding packaged food, avoiding food with fiber removed. And I've been pretty athletic most of my life, but I turned 47 in just over a month, and I'm pretty happy with the way that I look. Enough that when I was a kid growing up, I was kind of chubby, and I would wear a t-shirt to the swimming pool, I'd wear a t-shirt to the beach because I was afraid of how I looked. And now that I avoid packaging, I like how I look. And since all my wet stuff goes in the compost, I don't need a plastic bag for this. It's just a canvas bag. I do not shop at Trader Joe's. It is so much garbage. Everything's packaged. Virtually everything's packaged there. Same with Whole Foods. It's just a lot of packaging. Farmers markets, CSAs, I prefer. A lot of people, I think, when they see the word recycling, or they think, oh, I'm going to recycle something, I think they think they're not affecting the environment that way. If you haven't seen the images, you can find the images of mountains of plastic bottles and things that we think are recyclable. But this country, according to National Geographic, we recycle something like 9% of what could be recycled. A lot of stuff we ship off to third world countries, when you pay them to take our garbage, you probably know that China has stopped accepting it. If total wasting stuff is like smoking, recycling is like smoking cigarettes with a filter on it. It's still pretty much smoking. A lot of people look at this and they say, wow, that's so little for a full year. That's not a lot of stuff. I probably would have thought that way years ago. But since then, now that I'm used to this to me is a lot of garbage. This plastic stuff is going to be here for 400 years, longer than the age of the United States. This seems like a lot to me. And if you look up Lauren Singer online, you can see that people who produce a lot less than I do. A lot of this garbage actually is other people's garbage. People come over here and I tell them, please don't bring anything that's packaged if you bring food. And they still bring over packaged stuff, they bring over garbage. So a fair amount of stuff in here is garbage that other people have brought here. A lot of people say, Josh, I'm not polluting that much. And they compare themselves to other Americans. This is like the lowest bar possible. I urge you to set a higher bar for yourself than people who pollute more than virtually anybody in all of human existence. I pick up 1 piece of garbage per day when I'm outside, and usually I drop it off into the garbage can. But if I'm walking home and I'm picking something up and there's something recyclable, there's no recycling outside on the street. So I take that up, and so some of this recycling is other people's recycling. This to me seems like a lot for 1 year. I wouldn't have thought that before, but now it seems like a lot, and I intend that next year, the next cycle of this, that I take a lot more than 1 year to fill this up. When I first started doing this, it took me 2 weeks to fill this. And then after a little while, it took me maybe 2 months to fill it. It took me a little while to work up to where it would take me a year to fill this up. And now hopefully 2 years or something like that. I think of not polluting as free and more social and more community-based, and most of all, more delicious. I mean, it saves money, it's probably healthier, it's more delicious. So maybe I'll see you in a year, or maybe I'll see you in 2 years. I don't know how long it'll take me to fill this up, but I wanted to do this for my 1 year mark.